Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle and here on my channel I do weekly cash stuffing and budgeting videos. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, please subscribe so you don't miss when I post a new video. So today we are doing my budget with me for August week 3. So if you haven't seen the past couple weeks videos, I mentioned that I am going to be changing jobs. And so, yeah, I am going to be going to a different restaurant and I'm going to be working only 4 days instead of my normal 5. I don't know what I'm going to be making for money. Like I don't know if it's going to be as good, and so I'm spending the entire month of August kind of preparing for that and making sure every single bill that I have is an entire month ahead. So I'm going to be stuffing my normal, plus I calculated out what I need to make a weekly payment for an entire month ahead. So that being said, my husband also is running his business by himself right now pretty much. So he's taking home extra money because his brother has a lot going on. They had like a little family emergency and he just like can't be there as much this month. So for this month he's taking home $1,000 a week, and so we're taking that plus what I made in my cash tips was almost nothing this last week. It was a very, very bad week for me financially, but we are going to make it work. I only brought home $470, so we are going to be budgeting with $1,470. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. So the first thing we have to stuff is my rent, and I always stuff $415 in rent. But we are stuffing an extra $170 for a total of $585. And the next we have internet. I always stuff $25. We're stuffing an extra $20 for $45. Water, I always stuff $35, and we are stuffing an extra $15 for a total of $50. Electricity, I always stuff $50. I'm going to be doubling that. I do have a buffer in there for the whole month ahead, but you never know when you're going to get just like bombarded with an electricity bill. So I'm doubling that to $100. Same thing with gas. I always put $50, but I'm going to double it for $100. I have a nice buffer in there, but I feel like it's never enough because you never know when you're going to get hit with a huge bill. Child support. So my husband has 4 kids with his ex-wife. 2 are adults, so he's not paying child support on them. So he's paying child support on 2 teenagers, 13 and 16. The 13-year-old, so they live with their mom in Canada. The 13-year-old, his passport wasn't finished in time, and so he wasn't able to fly down for the summer like they usually do. But the 16-year-old did, and he decided he wants to live with us. So we're not going to be needing to pay child support on him anymore. So I normally put $140, and I normally put $140 every single month, and I had enough as a buffer for 1 kid for the entire month, so I don't have to be putting extra, and I'm going to be cutting this in half, so I'm going to be doing $70 for child support. Motorcycle payment, I always put $65. We are putting in an extra $10 for $75. And lastly, subscriptions, I always put in $50, and I'm putting in an extra $35 for a total of $85, and all of this together comes out to $1,110, and that leaves us with almost nothing to stuff for the rest of the sinking funds. So I have $1,470 minus $1,110. That leaves me with $360, and my priorities have to be gas for the car and groceries are my number 1 priorities. So $360 minus $50 minus $200. That leaves me with $110. I'm going to do $60 for car registration because that's pretty important. $15 for phone. That's also pretty important. Oh, not registration. I'm sorry. Insurance. Car insurance, $60. That leaves me with $35. And trash, I do $10. Registration, I do $10. So that's minus $20. That leaves me with $15. And I'm actually going to put the whole $15 into medical and dental and do nothing towards credit cards, because honestly, like between my paycheck and like the way that I'm doing the banking right now, so I don't ever count my paychecks in my budget. I do get paid like $1,000 a month in my budget, and that money goes towards extra credit card payments and my loan payment. I don't ever count that in here because I just budget with the cash, and it's just a pain in the ass, honestly, to take my paycheck out and do that. So I just keep that in there and just kind of do what I want. And usually it'll go towards, one paycheck goes to my loan, my personal loan, and the other paycheck goes towards an extra credit card payment. And so like, I'm not worried about making minimum payments. With the 2 weeks previously, I've already made minimum payments for my credit cards pretty much. I think I need like maybe $200 more for minimum payments, but I still have 1 more week. So I think we will be okay on minimum payments. So I'm okay skipping it this week because I literally don't really have a choice. But yeah, let's go ahead and see 50 plus 200 plus 15 plus 10 plus 60 plus 10 plus 15. So $360 towards high priority sinking funds this week. So we got bills, high priority sinking funds. So bills is 1,110 and 360 for high priority for a total. All right, 360 plus 11, 10, 1,470. And that matches what we are working with, so that's perfect. And yeah, this is going to be the budget that I'm going to be sticking to for tomorrow's cash stuffing. So that's it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.